Take two. Go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and if you're in our time zone, good evening, wherever you're receiving this audio. Welcome back to another episode of the Busted Coverage Podcast on YouTube as well as on Spotify. I'm your host, Nicholas Persampieri. I'm actually the intro guy, not really the host, because I have two other co-hosts, Cam Griffin and Matt Baywood. And we are back here. Yes, we are here again. Cam is looking at me, making sure I get his name right, because I did mess up one time. I promised I'd never mess it up again, and I haven't yet. So I'm still true to my word. We have a special guest today, special to us, our buddy, Will Abiali.
Yes.
Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
See, I haven't even messed up, and he just got here.
I feel like if you said it wrong, he would have said yes.
Oh, I would have told him, nope, don't do that.
But Will is joining us this evening. We have the fire going yet again, back by popular demand. It is a beautiful late September evening, and we are very thankful that you guys are here with us as well. Make sure you guys leave comments, give us your takes, give us your opinions. We'd love to shout you guys out on the show. Also remember, hit the like button. It's zooming in and out, just going crazy right now. You never know what's
Right
going to
on,
happen
Will.
around here,
Yo,
right?
Will, your chest is too big. Lean back.
Right, look at that.
Dude, it's not my fault. The camera knows what to look at, man.
Yeah, sure. Anywho, yeah, if you guys want us to talk about anything in particular, leave comments. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Turn on notifications as well. We post every Sunday. We try to at least.
Yeah.
We record every Sunday. With that said, Cam waving to the world.
Yes,
Hey, young world. Cam is our moderator for this evening.
it is.
With that said, Cam, it is your turn to do the intro. I was kidding. Go ahead and discuss our topics for this evening, and then we will, shoot the shit from
Yeah,
there.
I like it. Well, thanks for the profanity.
He's sitting in like a steam room right now, it looks like.
Yeah,
I
look
am.
at that.
I am the one.
Blasting.
I am
It
in
looks
the
like
steam
it's
room.
going.
It is smoke is.
We're getting a
The
sweat.
moderating steam
coming
room.
We're getting a sweating as we.
That's how you know I'm the one.
Oh,
reading
it's
the
zooming in
questions.
again.
There we go.
Zooming out. Okay, so yeah, now you won't be able to see me. But our topics we're going to talk today is that we've had a lot of injuries since week 1 in the NFL. So we're going to discuss some of those injuries and maybe see how that will change some teams' outlook, and maybe an injury to one team might change another team's outlook. So I'm going to get your feedback and your thoughts on that. We are 3 weeks into the NCAA season. I know we had some thoughts. We had some predictions. We're going to see if we still feel the same way about some of the predictions we had. And then a question that Matt and I were talking about in the car or on the phone. Yeah, he doesn't know it. He wasn't here when I was talking about it. Earlier this week about players' salaries and should they take less to make the team better,
Okay, yeah.
or should they just think of themselves because it is a business? We'll touch briefly on that because Will is here. We added an extra question.
Go ahead, keep going, Cam.
Then we have Baywood Bets, Cam's Jam of the Week, Nick's Rant, and my trivia question. We will get all that out
Oh,
tonight.
boy. Should be a fun one.
So
Trivia questions are back.
the trivia questions are
Come on,
back.
you had
We
to
are
put
in
the
front of the
trivia
fire.
questions well.
We will have our trivia questions.
Will didn't even have a chance to study.
No, I'm in trouble. I'm not
Oh, no,
good
he's
with this
studying
stuff,
for
so
it.
this should be exciting.
First things first, I just want to throw some things out because I don't know if I'm going to say anything because I'm not bringing it up. My LSU Tigers won. Just throw that out there. UConn men also won.
I'm disappointed with only one thing for
Just
today.
want to say one thing. We're not even going to get to this topic, but I will say this. I'm exceptionally disappointed. Nafisa Collier did not win MVP for the WNBA. It did go to Asia Wilson. I do not agree. She's a phenomenal player, but it should have gone to Nafisa.
My prediction was correct.
Matt's prediction was correct. But
Can you scooch over a seat just to see if that stops it from zooming? Just like right there.
It's still doing it.
Hold on.
Oh, now I
I'm
went to
nowhere
you.
in the video.
He just wanted the whole camera.
Okay, you know what?
Himself,
Put the
bro.
My
Come on.
pick.
You guys won't see me today. That's what we're gonna do here.
Wait.
I will be off camera.
There you go. Now you're in it.
You
And
still, there's
awful.
like, it's
It's
blocking
whatever,
him.
It's okay. So
like,
All
what
right,
we'll
come back
do-
over here. It was better when you were over here.
Making
You
me
can always
work.
switch if you want to.
There. So let's start with this way. I'm gonna name some injuries that we've had so far.
What is
This
this?
is basically about Matt because it's on his house, so that's what we're gonna do. Joe Burrow,
It's actually
Jaden
getting annoying.
Daniels, JJ McCarthy, Justin Fields, Brock Purdy. Today, CeeDee Lamb. Today, Nick Bosa. Today, James Conner. Camille Mack next week. That's only some. Nick, I'll start with you. Sorry. those are only some of the injuries that we have right now. Is there an injury that you're looking at saying that's their season has changed?
Well, I mean, the easy one to look at that has the biggest impact to an individual team is Joe Burrow, in my opinion. Because I don't know if you guys watched them play the Minnesota Vikings today. Yeah, it was fugly, which is a slang term for fucking ugly. Sorry for the profanity. But we're doing a seating arrangement here. Will is now on the naughty list.
Oh no.
No, that's what the side is.
He's being moved. No, I don't know. But,
Better.
you know,
Yeah, it looks good now.
the expectations for the Bengals this offseason, Joe Burrow had a big part of retaining T. Higgins and getting Jamar Chase's extension and figuring out what to do with Trey Hendrickson. Obviously, he got paid as well. So, but Joe Burrow is the face of that franchise. And when he went down, because this is not the first time he's been injured, right? He tore his ACL his rookie year, hurt his wrist in year 3, year
Not
4,
last year, the
year
following
3 or
year.
something like that. So, and he missed significant time with both of those. Now it's his toe, the grade 3 turf toe, or something like that. Now he's out till December, possibly the entire year, depending on how this goes. But this went from they almost made the playoffs last year to we should be knocking on the door to now our season is over. And it had happened in 2 games. So I think biggest impact negatively is the Joe Burrow injury. I mean, we'll see how some of these other ones pan out. Obviously, Nick Bosa is a big one as well for the Niners. So you hate to see people go down, but with that said, it's an opportunity for other players to step up. So, you know, but to me, the Bengals season is pretty much a wash. It sucks because they are 2-1, but it's going to go downhill fast. Unless maybe they do something at quarterback. I don't know. We'll see. Jake Browning's not the answer, though.
So they signed what's his name, the dude, Mike White. Who, I mean, I get it, but he did have some really good games for the Pats and the Jets. Do you think they can stay afloat?
No.
You don't gotta be amazing. You did win 2 games that you probably hadn't won in the past. Do you think they can at least 500 it?
I don't think so. I don't see them beating Baltimore, let alone twice.
They're division.
You know, the AFC North usually plays each other very tough to begin with. So, I mean, the Browns just upset the Packers today. They held them to 10 points.
Browns defense is really good.
Right. And you're going to stick Mike White out there?
Well, I will say this.
I mean,
I will
He
say
also
this.
has some sensational random games too. He's like a Joe Flacco effect.
remember when he threw 400 yards against the Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
That's why they signed
That's
him.
why
They're
they
like,
want.
Get him
That's
in
what I
here. Get him in
said.
here.
I will say this though, if I remember looking at the schedule correctly, it's very backloaded with the AFC North. So there is a very good, I believe the double Ravens are towards the end of the year. One Steelers game I think is in like 3 weeks, but I think the other one is towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
I mean,
They play the it seems like the latter part of the year for them is the heavier year.
I had them as a wild card team with Joe Burrow.
Mhm.
You know, maybe like a 6 or a 7 seed. But now,
I just see them.
They're not even in the playoffs contention.
Nah, they're
I don't
just-
think they contend. They might play competitive in some games, you know, because they're still loaded with talent, especially on offense. But I can't see it.
What do you think?
Go ahead, Will.
And it's the same thing to me. It's been the same thing for years and years with this team, man. The O-line, like, tell me, what have they been doing still to try to help to upgrade this? Because, as you can tell, he's been getting injured. But again, the O-line, my opinion, has been the key factor to all of this. Like, they just feel like they upgraded, like you said. They got their key players. They paid those players. But what about the number one thing that's causing the biggest issue?
And they haven't had a run game for that many years too.
Yeah, but the biggest thing is this O-line, pass protection, run game. Like there's nothing there, and it's been consistent. Nothing. They're not making any changes. They're not doing anything to help out for that. And like that's the thing. You're putting all this money at the QB. I get it. Your star wide receiver. You paid that extra other wide receiver.
They paid T.
But
Higgins
what
too.
about the? But what about the? Look at the O line. Like,
Yeah.
where is that at?
Well, you know, devil's advocate, real quick for the O line. If you aren't being paid and you're not blocking your quarterback, you're not going to get paid. So they need to draft.
But
They're not drafting.
exactly.
They tried to.
That's
Their
what I'm
defense.
They tried.
Their
Drafting,
defense
they're
got
not
so
making-
bad.
I'm with you. I agree.
Joe Burrow stayed mostly healthy last year. So they said, well, this offensive line is probably going to be able to get us through another year. So we're going to focus on our defense to average.
Focus
Like
on
they,
defense didn't even do that.
they drafted a lot of people on the defensive
They
side.
did.
That was
They-
deep draft.
And oh, by the way, that receiver who was phenomenal in preseason.
Oh, Higgins. Is his name Higgins too?
No, it's we'll get his name later on, but continue.
But you know, there were several games last year where the Bengals lost, scoring like over 30 points, and
because they made the defense.
yeah,
Now-
their defense was terrible.
Now the next thing is was their O line. Like again,
They let it go unaddressed for too long, and they're going to pay for it for a couple of years until they get it fixed. And you can't
Exactly.
just plug and play vets because it takes at least a year or two for a full O line to gel.
Yeah.
And you need to have a good coach for the O line as well, which doesn't look like they
No,
do.
very inconsistent.
One other point regarding the Bengals.
Mitchell Tinsley. Sorry.
There it is.
Ah.
Tinsley, yes. One last point, going back to the O-line and running game. They also got rid of Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't pay him.
And, well, they didn't pay him.
Exactly. And who did?
And
Houston.
Texans? Yeah.
Texans.
he had a really good year last year for the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, he's been hurt, started this year. But you see, without Joe Mixon in that offense,
Big differences.
Houston's 0-3. Kind of similar to like this guy who played for the Eagles last year. Was pretty good. He used to be on the Giants.
What's his
But,
name?
Something Barkley.
Charles?
Terrible. That's just terrible. But
Who's the guy that was the Price is Right guy? Bob Barker?
Bob
Oh, that's
Barker.
Barker.
Bob,
not-
Bob Barker. Yeah, it was Saquon Barker. That's his name. But you know, the running backs are also very important because they help set up blocks.
Exactly. Set
So-
up the play action, set up the passing game, all of that.
Yeah, and Chase Brown's a good back,
Yes.
but he like
The other one's Zach Moss, right?
Joe Mixon
I
did a
like Zach
lot
Moss,
of
too.
heavy lifting that went unnoticed when they were on their run, and they're paying the price for it. And now they don't have an offensive line, and now you don't have your quarterback.
'Cause Joe Mixon's a dual threat. He can catch the ball too.
He did catch a lot out of the backfield.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on from Nick on that one. I like the way we started this. Matt,
Yep.
you see the list of injuries I said. What is your thought? Which one changes, or is there a team that maybe benefits? Whichever way you. wanna
Okay,
go
yeah,
with
I'm going to go that way. I think the Vikings will benefit from J.J. McCarthy's injury because Wentz was once a big-time player for the Eagles. I know it was really for only 1 year, but another former Birds player that
Birds.
got a couple of injuries that really sidetracked his career, and he was a little hesitant to
Go Birds.
he was a little hesitant to step up in the pocket and really throw with any conviction for a couple of years. I think sitting behind Mahomes for a year might have, sparked his enthusiasm a little bit more. So he looked good today. Granted, the Vikings defense did get 2 touchdowns.
A lot of defense.
But when you have weapons like Justin Jefferson, and then you got Addison coming back, and then you still have a vet in Adam Thielen, you got a good tight end, Hawkinson. Aaron Jones is injured right now, but he's a veteran back, and they have another one that's pretty decent. I forgot his name is
Jordan
dawning on me.
Mason,
Jordan Mason, he's decent.
who was until
He was on the 49ers.
49ers.
the
Yeah.
first like
Doing
6
good.
weeks of the
Yeah,
year
he was
last
the
year. He was
starter
leading the
because-
league in rushing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they got a great team. Their defense is actually real solid, provided the fact that they use their blitz packages in ample time.
Yeah.
Um,
It's Brian. He's their coordinator.
Brian
right?
Flores is
Fantastic.
Brian Flores
He's
is a
blitzing-
very
He's
good.
a blitz very good with his
Yeah.
blitz.
I personally thought the Steelers should have elevated him from the linebacker coach to the defensive coordinator, but with all the scandal that was going on with the tank for Tua, nonsense, and his
Still with that.
yeah, they I don't think the Steelers were going to give him that, but yeah, I think the Vikings have a fair shot of actually being better than they were with J.J. McCarthy because he's so young. He's not tenured by any means. He was injured all last year, so he's still rebounding off of that. Granted, he is young, so he'll rebound quicker than, let's say, and Aaron Rodgers, it took 2 years to bounce back from a Achilles injury. So, yeah, I think there's more upside than downside. It could be a Joe Flacco effect, and then JJ just needs some assistance from everybody, I'd say, because he was getting support on the sideline from Justin Jefferson last week and the week before. They trust in him, but he's got to come. He can't be a Tim Tebow that only shows up in the fourth quarter. In this league now, with it being, it can go like we saw the Seahawks today, from 0 to 35 in the first quarter. So it's just like you could lose the game in a quarter. You got to be able to play throughout the game. So that's that.
And we've seen what Minnesota can do for people's careers with that lineup. That team that you said. We all look at Sam Darnold,
coach.
So
he looked great today.
Danny Dimes, baby, he's next. But yeah,
Danny Dollars now.
Exactly
with a
how
Z.
he's playing right now.
Gotta make
3-0
some money.
Colts, man. Who saw that coming?
Danny Dimes.
Danny Dollars.
Will.
Danny Quarters.
Let me ask
Will's
you.
chest was so big he was just blocking your light.
Oh my God.
What the fuck, Will?
He's over there popping his titties in the fucking.
It's not all about your pectorals.
So Will, they are out of pocket on a lot of things they said, just so you know. Just don't even listen to it. But let me throw the question out to you. We listed a bunch of injuries. Is there one that sticks out to you, or is there a team that is either going to fold or maybe rise that we haven't mentioned?
The biggest one to me that took a big fall specifically for today too was definitely the Cowboys with CD. See, right now, CD Lamb, that's their main guy, and having him out probably now with how his ankle, how the injury is, probably a couple more weeks. As you could see, man, Cowboys defense, they're already not that good. Dak has been playing pretty well, but having Pickens and CD was definitely good. But as you could tell how today was when CD went out, look how that offense went, man. Like, you could just tell how hard it was. What was it, Ferguson? Like, I get it. They targeted him. He had like 13 catches. But like, you could just see how off balance, how hard it was for Dak, how difficult it was him trying to find his people. And to me, weeks and weeks coming out and more like this, if CD, without CD, I think the Cowboys, to me, they already were like not going to be a playoff team and not doing well.
They were a below average team.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But this step with CD getting injured, to me, it was a big hit even more for them going forward. Especially with Dak. I know a lot. This season's a lot on him right now as well. And like missing CD for these next couple weeks as well, it's going to be a pretty long month right now, pretty much for the Cowboys and Dak.
They could very easily be 0-3, but
Yes.
Russell Wilson handed them the
But
game.
like you said, just like today, man, just watching that game today, man, that offense, Chicago has a good defense, but they were just light. After CD was out, man, they were just figuring it out everything with Dak.
They hit hard too.
Oh yeah.
That Chicago defense is out to kill.
But that's my biggest thing for sure. Where I'm mainly like at as a team, at all the teams I saw today, that I could see like that team took one of the biggest hits for them going forward right now, especially with them, with their division as well, with their games coming up. This, to me, looking like with those CD out there, they could easily be going 0-3 without him not being out for that long as well.
They maybe should be 0-3.
You're not wrong. They
It
should
took
have been
a
even with that.
64-yard field goal to make sure it was a
That's
tie.
what I'm saying. That defense right
I
now.
have a comment about that, by the way.
What's your comment?
Go ahead.
Because I don't know if I've put this on record or not. I am part of the Fanatics Survivor Pool for a $1 million prize,
Okay.
a $1.1 million prize. And last week, the Dallas Cowboys were my Survivor pick.
So that's
And
the
I
same,
needed that
dude.
fucking field goal.
So like, I don't-
Otherwise, there would have been like 5 slices of pizza on the ceiling of where I was watching the game. So the only thing they have going now is Brandon Arbery. He is arguably the best kicker in football.
Yeah.
Yes, there's.
And
right.
a little bit of, not irony, but I feel what's even worse about this injury to Lamb has been probably the most consistent Cowboy player since he's been on the team. I feel like he's never missed a game, or maybe he's missed 1 or 2 games.
He's had his injuries, but he tends to play
He
through
tends
it.
to play through them.
He had that
And
shoulder
Happened
issue.
today, and that made it even
And
worse.
he tried to come back in.
Yes.
And
He
look what
ran
happened.
one route
And
and
boom.
tried to plant, and he literally was
He was just like, no.
Nope.
I can't run.
Do you
And
think it's fair to say? I'm gonna cut
It
you
just
off
sucks
here.
for Lamb, you know.
It does. Do you think it's fair to say that people watch the way we feel about Dak, whatever, but when we see CeeDee Lamb's on the field, we feel Dallas has a chance to win, regardless of who the quarterback is, because CeeDee Lamb is that dude?
I'm going to say no.
No.
Yeah. The CeeDee Lamb also shrinks in big moments. And we saw that in week
You
one.
saw week one with those drop passes.
Look,
I mean,
was
I
trying
thought
to
we were
look
playing pretty good
totality on
defense
career.
there.
I'm just
Nah,
saying.
bro.
You know
like,
damn well.
that's
I don't
what
know what you're talking about.
man.
Jackson was not covering anybody.
Finding Dory.
Yeah.
Finding Dory Jackson.
He dropped
4.
four.
Literally.
3 of them were for the game. 1 of them was early. But 2 of them were on the
Was
final
the
drive.
last drive right there that
Yeah,
they
he's
needed the
really
most.
aggressive.
Yep.
Thanks, Lamb.
I'm going to say this. I agree with all of you guys on your picks. I'm going to throw this one out there. As of right now, he's only out 1 week. But it is a knee injury. And knee injuries could go either way. I'm going to say Jaden Daniels on the Commanders.
Oh, yeah, he didn't play
Well,
this
he's a
week, did he?
scrambler, so you're 100%
He-
glad that could be a game.
He has
changer.
it's his knee injury, and because we're not out there saying exactly what it is, we're just saying knees. 9 out of 10 times when someone doesn't specify, it means we don't want to say until we're 100% sure. If he doesn't play next week, I don't have the schedule in front of me. He could have a bye. I don't know. But if he doesn't play next week, then I think that's cause for pause on what's going to happen in Washington.
I would think it's like, just as a guess, it's just like a MCL sprain. That's typical. It didn't look like it was a major injury.
But my thing is, if it's a knee and you don't play regardless,
Yeah.
something's keeping you out.
Well,
So today I give it they won, but you had Marcus Mariota going up against his old team.
I thought Washington did win. Washington
they
lost.
Washington
Oh, I
did
thought-
win.
They blew out
blew
the
out Atlanta.
Raiders.
Oh, yeah, my
So
fault.
you
my
have him
fault.
going up against his old team. That doesn't count as a game to me
Yeah.
personally. That's a revenge game, personal. That's going to be the best game you play all year. But if he can't go the next week and the week after, then we'll have to look at the Commanders and say, well, what's going to happen with your season now?
Can I answer that first?
Your trajectory is a lot different with Jaden Daniels than it is Marcus Mariota.
The reason why I didn't want to go first is because I know Nick is for sure going to have a response for this.
Huh?
But number one, I think Washington's okay. Their defense has minorly improved. Minorly. Their offense is just now starting to fire on cylinders here with adding Debo to the playbook, and then Terry is now getting back into game shape. Even though now
Slowly
he's
but
questionable.
surely.
I think he just got injured today too, but hopefully not. It's just questionable right now. It's not anything major. They got a former Birds, Zach Ertz, tight end.
Love you, Zach. No hard feelings.
But I think that with divisionally, and also the fact that the Packers lost today, is kind of good for Washington because they have a little bit of wiggle room with some of the injuries that are in the NFC. You know, like San Francisco is 3-0, but we know damn well that they're not good enough to keep that pace up. Their main quarterback is injured. Mac Jones came in and played well enough to win, but when it comes down to a field goal and under 20 points scored against the Cardinals,
Who blew that game, by the way?
yeah. And Marvin Harrison could drop like 3 touchdowns.
Don't give me those
So
crazy, man.
I think Washington's okay in this situation. I think they have the least to worry about of any of the injured teams.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I think okay. That's an interesting take on that. Nick, do you have a take on that?
Just a brief one. So they play at Atlanta
Oh, you
next
look at
week.
the schedule? Okay.
And then the Chargers after that. So you may not need Jaden next week per se. So you may, because he's really like week to week, day to day. Like you said, you know, it's not exactly for sure what it is,
Yeah.
or at least they're not putting it out to the public. So you kind of see how it progresses throughout this coming week. You know, there's no real urgency. And I think that's kind of where, at least I think they'll be okay for now thing comes in. Because right now, the early part of their schedule is not too bad. in terms of strength. I mean, obviously the Chargers in 2 weeks is a pretty good game. They're a
Yeah.
good team. But next week at least, if you feel he may need a little bit of a rest, work his progression, and you could probably play Mariota next week. He did look pretty good today
It's another revenge team.
for the most
Former-
part.
Former team for him.
And I mean, Atlanta, you want to talk about shit in the bed today. Oh boy. They
Man.
looked
They looked horrible.
god awful
Those pick
today. They
sixes,
lost
man.
30 to nothing to the Panthers. And Kirk Cousins played like almost the entire fourth quarter. So,
Game was over by then.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. So, that was they're coming off a really bad game. So I'm sure Atlanta wants to play better. But I think this is still a winnable game even with Mariota this week. So you could get another week to rest them.
Do we think the Bengals trade a pick for Kirk Cousins?
I hope not.
No,
Not with
worth
that
it.
money.
Just not worth it. That was the answer right there.
The problem is
All that money that they're about to take for him.
you
for that.
can't.
Wouldn't even be worth it.
You
first
can't
season.
block anybody, then I wouldn't spend that money.
No, that's his injuries too. Like no.
Unless you can find an exceptionally mobile quarterback cheap who can also throw, I don't think you do anything.
You could take a flyer on Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, he's out there.
I mean, you know what?
Indeed.
But you know what? Though, honestly, we have a history in the league of seeing really good receivers make mediocre quarterbacks look really good. And he is mobile. That may not be the worst decision to get you through the next 2 months.
Especially how cheap you could get him right now. Easily.
What started off as a joke actually may not be a bad idea. You need
Jake
something.
Browning's not the answer.
He's not the answer. He did it. If you had a line, I could argue Jake Browning, but you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
So you need someone mobile. And if Anthony Richardson's out there, and he doesn't have to win you the game, he just needs to make sure the ball gets to where it needs to get to.
Actually, you know who they could go get?
I swear to God, this Shador Sanders
No.
will smack the fuck out of you.
You're
Who?
not hyping.
Tanner
you're not-
McKee,
That is true.
who's going to be coming back soon. We traded for Sam Howell. You could argue that Tanner McKee, who had a tremendous preseason against the Bengals, ironically,
Doesn't
but
mean much.
but you want to talk about a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver. You give him Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
But I don't know at this point.
I mean, Tanner McKee would be a superstar.
I don't know if you want a quarterback who can stand in the pocket. I think you want one who's gonna move
He gets rid of that ball.
and get rid of the ball.
I think Kenny Pickett will end up on his 15
So-
already.
Bro, you
Hey,
with this Kenny Pickett,
is
man.
a Super Bowl champion.
Yep, that's all.
All right.
That's all he could say.
He
say,
played
though,
in the
man.
game.
Who did he play with?
And he
before
almost threw a
won?
pick six.
Listen,
Who did he play with before he was on?
I don't know. I wonder.
Unfortunately, I had to,
He
I
got
had
a
to
bowl,
watch 2
bro.
years of that.
It was great.
He got a bowl.
It was
Oh,
fun.
you should watch.
hey, shout out to Kenny Gloves, baby.
We're here for it.
Kenny G.
Why don't you shout him out?
Kenny
Hey,
Pickett?
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Hey,
Give him a
come
shout
on,
out.
man. That's your
He
boy.
is a Super Bowl.
He
All
was
right.
a
Super Bowl
man.
champion.
Just-
He was a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yeah, and
You should support him.
for
He's
what
Super Bowl
reason?
champion.
He helped you win games.
I support Zach Ertz.
I
on the
wouldn't say
Commanders.
that. I would say our defense helped, and he just managed to put it in someone else's hands.
Anyway, because we don't know what's gonna come out of Matt's mouth, we're gonna move on.
I was gonna say you don't want me to answer
That's
that.
what I was gonna say. I was gonna jump topic. We're gonna move to this one.
Okay.
Yep. We talked a while ago, and I know we talked briefly on it a few episodes ago. Player salaries. There's a lot of, I don't want to say controversy. It's not really controversy, but players make a lot of money. I don't want to use the Bengals. Try and think of some other team because that's the one everybody thinks of. But there are plenty of teams
Dak
out there
Prescott. No. good
where
dirty
you
dog.
get one or two players making all this money and we sign them, and then it kind of, I don't want to say cripples, but it cripples the rest of the salary for some of the teams.
Mhm.
Should players take less to make the team better, or do you look at it as a business and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna take the max amount that I can get because of X? Will, I'm gonna start with you.
I think for if it's they're still on their rookie contracts, for example, right? Like if they're on their rookie contract and they're they want to get that max deal and they're performing very well and they really want to do that, then yes, I would definitely for them. It's a business thing. They still want to make their money, especially if they're that superstar caliber stuff like that. But for example, a lot of recent teams, all these teams in the past. Like a lot of these people, a lot of these quarterbacks, for example, with us as with the Patriots, with Brady, anytime all those winning seasons that we had, Brady always was willing to take a pay cut just to get those extra people that we needed to get him to win, to succeed. Even if he was willing to take all those pay cuts to help out the team more than himself with that. So yes, it varies around, but like around, for example, a lot of these teams right now with all this money paying everything like that, it's a business thing no matter what. They're people, we gotta make their money. But for me, out of that, I think after you reach your first contract max extension, if you do something like that, going forward, yeah, like if you want
Should
to
be
win,
incentive based.
yeah, if you want to win, man, like look at all these right now, these quarterbacks. For example, Joe Burrow got paid. All these guys getting paid, right? But look what's happening. Look what the all this money that's getting put in all these other players. But look how the team's performing. It's just affecting more and more. And my decision, my thing, I believe is, if you want to win, this is a team sport. I know it's a business thing, but you have to figure out everything and to be able to succeed. So that's the biggest thing that I definitely have to say about that.
Makes sense. Nick,
I
what kind of business we looking at here?
Yeah.
shit, business is good at today. Go Birds. But I think a lot of it has to do with managerial style when it comes to roster building.
Managers is big.
Because player salaries are very market driven in today's sports. Where you can look at basketball, you can look at football, baseball, right? A lot of it is, the average at that position and extensions and tagging and player rights and blah blah blah, right? But I think also, I hate to use the Birds as an example, go Birds, but what Howie Roseman I think has been doing exceptionally well. Not only is he drafting really well, so it's obviously it starts with the draft and developing players, but the way he is valuing players and essentially backloading contracts to where you're still getting paid. You're getting it here though. And this allows the flexibility to get free agents or trade for a guy. Like when we traded for AJ Brown and we still got Jordan Davis in that draft. Those guys are still on the team today. Jordan Davis is still on his rookie contract.
Yeah, you guys got the whole Georgia Bulldogs line.
Well, yeah.
That's it.
But
they know how to do.
AJ Brown is now on an additional extension to 2030. We have plenty of money to pay Jalen Carter next year and Jordan Davis. Mailata's under contract for 5 years. Dickerson's under contract for 4 years. Hurts is under contract. Saquon got an additional 2 years. Smitty's under contract till 2027. So, or actually 28. So it's like, it's the way they've been able to maneuver and the way they're valuing is based on where they're going to be at the time they get paid. And I think a lot of other teams just see Jamar Chase is worth $42 million today. Right? Fair. Okay. Yes, he is. What's he going to be worth 4 years from now? If the Bengals don't address their offensive line needs. Right? If his stats take hits, now he could be at this position ranking-wise, but you're paying him way above where he sits currently.
Well, you're gonna pay him
So, no matter what.
because his stats will not be what they were last year. This year,
Right. So now that's the conundrum now that the Bengals are going to face. Now you're going to have to restructure
Just
guys.
pay T that much money.
The Dallas just did this with Lamb and Dak. And they still couldn't keep Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
But now because of the restructure and not having to give Micah, they were able to keep Malik Hooker. Now got an extension. This person got one. They're able to. They bring in a good D tackle in Kenny Clark. They got 2 first-round picks. Now this thing is where they go from here. But I mean, if y'all want to take notes from Philly, bro, like that is how you build what many perceive could be a potential dynasty. That's how it's done.
Matty
And
Matt.
everybody eats.
So my original one, this is the topic that Cam and I talked about. Well, I was driving home one night, and I originally had brought up the point that Will had brought up with Brady and the team-friendly deals, and the fact that not only was it Brady taking a team-friendly deal, but he had influenced other players on the team to take
Just take
team
Gronk,
Yeah.
Edelman, all these guys in their prime, they were
Yeah.
all able to do that and
Yeah.
do that because they see the success, they see how things go, and they're willing to risk that to win.
Yeah. And it was a leadership thing, and you just see how many Super Bowls. They went to like 10 Super Bowls. So it was like, not to disagree with Nick by any means, because the Eagles very well might be building some sort of a dynasty, but the Patriots dynasty we won't see again more than likely in our lifetime like
Nope.
that, because Mahomes already signed a $250 million.
And
Granted,
look-
it's over 10 years. It's
Yeah,
more of a
but now,
team-friendly deal.
That's the
but
thing now. Now we're getting to the point right now with them. Like, I'm very curious to see how they're managing, how they're going to
Yeah.
manage now. Because now they're getting to the
because Chris
point right
Jones
now.
held out, all these
Like,
guys. Tyreek was there, and he wanted
They're
the money.
gone, like,
Yeah,
but, like,
it's not
that's
the same
thing.
team structure that the Patriots had.
That's my biggest thing.
You want
with
to
it.
say something?
No, I just want to give a quick. Do you think a lot of that with New England, with Mahomes, when you win young, do you think that influences whether guys want money or like they see how it should be done? And does that kind of play into it a little
It's the
bit?
team culture, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Like Belichick had already set the tone. Like, we don't pay people.
Yeah.
They just know. They just like it was just known as like, we're not gonna pay you that. Like,
Take it or leave it.
yeah, it's like
literally.
we have our own valuation of what you're worth. It's not dictated by the market. It's dictated by what we see in you. And that's really how it should be. It shouldn't be just like I get a $15 million contract, and then because Will's up for a contract, he gets 20.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like that is just it turning into a business rather than focused on the actual programs themselves. Now, to actually answer the original question of, you said something about what team do we think is in like a bad situation maybe for it?
Is there a team that you feel is in a? Is there a team that you feel might be in a bad situation that's outside the Bengals? But if that's what you want
Yes.
to bring up,
So originally we talked about the Bengals. However, I have another one because we had already mentioned them today. Kirk Cousins.
The fellas.
They, I believe it was a 4-year, $180 million deal. So that's like $45 million a year. And then they drafted Michael Penix
Yep.
from, he was Washington.
Yep.
Washington.
At 8
Yeah.
overall.
At
Like,
their
wasn't even
very
low
first
draft.
pick
Fir-
in that draft,
Top 10.
top 10 pick.
It was an 8,
And
right?
now he
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
this is the second year
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
or
he was
third
second-
already?
Second.
Two.
It's two because he was with Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, he drafted
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah, he sat until the last 3 games last
Yep.
year
And now he is
when they were eliminated, and now he's starting.
And now he's starting, so they have a $180 million quarterback on their bench.
Backup. That's
When
the
they could have
backup, that's what they're
used
paying.
that $45 million to give Kyle Pitts some help, or Kyle Pitts. I mean Michael Penix some help. If
Kyle
they're-
Pitts could use some help too.
Kyle Pitts, he's not
Yes,
even their
they
starting
can.
tight end.
Because they don't know
anymore.
how to
anymore.
use him, and that's the
Yeah.
frustrating thing. I hate work that kind of stuff, man. Like,
They have a good
Good
running
talent.
back. They have a great tight end that is being misused. They have a handful of receivers with Jake London and Mooney, and their defense. I mean, they had a killer pass rush that they added. They added some pass rushers this year.
yeah,
they could have
James
focused.
Pierce, I
Yeah.
love James Pierce. I mean, that's a good. That to
And
me
they
is
had
a young
Judon.
They're missing a,
Yeah,
they're
Matthew.
missing a quarterback.
That's the thing, man.
It's
the
just like
QB.
but
Look
the-
where all that money's going to. Going to their backup.
they went to an aging quarterback because Kirk Cousins wasn't even young when he started playing with the Redskins. Really, he was,
Yeah, he was 5th-year senior, I think. He was
Yeah.
5 years in college.
yeah. So he was already old when he came in the league.
He was drafted the same year as RG3.
RG3.
Mhm.
I remember that. Oh man.
So
In
You
his
know,
defense, though,
good for him for getting the money,
Yeah,
but
he had some
it's
great
a
years.
business.
in
He's killing
Minnesota,
that.
Great
too.
agent.
But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. There was a but that's a business wise too.
Yeah,
And then,
he's,
Sam
crazy
Bradford.
he's
goes on TED
getting-
Talk.
Oh my God, Sam.
he's getting the what was it? Who's the Blue Mountain State quarterback? He was the
Oh.
backup forever.
Oh
he got
my
all the,
God, how
he's
I
reaping
forget
all the
his name.
reaping all the Alex. He was
Yeah,
reaping
I
all the benefits for sitting for sitting the bench.
Bro, he was a
So-
third string for a while. Then
Yeah.
he wanted to be second string.
Yeah. So yeah, Moran. That's what his name
Alex
was.
Moran.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm going with it.
Yeah, you know, I kind of fall. I agree with what Nick's saying, but I think at the end of the day, the onus is on the player. You know, you're the one signing the contract. You know, your agent's the one negotiating. The GMs are the one who have a vision, but you're the one who dictates it. To be honest, because if you don't sign it, it doesn't matter what they want. You can always walk away. And I think that's the thing that New England has always done is
We
you're,
looked them up.
you're worth this. We only want you to do your job. We don't want you to do anything else.
Yep. you want.
Because
more,
if you do more, that means you're
Find
versatile and we got
somewhere
to pay you more. But if I'm just telling you to do this, then you can leave. I can find somebody else to do that same
Hence,
thing.
how many times have we been able to do that?
And that's what happened year in and year out. So you sign that contract and you get Super Bowls. I think personally players should look at their endorsement deals.
Yeah.
And remember that your NFL contract is whatever it is. Get your money elsewhere. You have endorsements. Make your money from that. Give the NFL money back. And have a better team.
To be fair, too, not every player
Gets endorsements. But
yeah.
the ones who are signing these huge contracts have endorsements.
Yeah.
You know, we're not looking at the third
We got
string
players.
quarterback.
We got players like Cam Hayward for the Steelers. I hate to always bring up the Steelers, but I just know them more than most teams. Cam Hayward is 38 years old,
Yeah.
and he held out because he didn't feel comfortable playing at $15 million.
Again,
And so the Steelers weren't going to pay him guaranteed money, and they put it all into. He can make up to $18 million, but it's incentive based.
and that's perfect.
Yeah. So I agreed with that structure. Like, if you want that money, you got to earn it.
But I would
And
also
he's playing his ass off right now.
I would also go out to the Steelers and say, look, we're going to pay you this. Go find an outside vendor endorser, and then get your endorsement for make up the rest of your contract.
Because there's a lot of endorsements.
You know, almost an NIL deal, an NIL-ish kind of.
And that's why
Take your
college
name,
is
image, and
changing.
likeness outside of the Steelers contract. You're in Pittsburgh. Everyone in Pittsburgh knows who you are. Get a brand in Pittsburgh or get a company in Pittsburgh to sponsor you. Make the difference off your contract from there.
Wasn't he Walter? Isn't he what's
Man
it
of
called?
the
He was a
year.
Walter,
Walter
Payton.
Payton.
Bro, like,
So
just
you're
that
gonna make
name
the
right
money.
True.
there,
You're gonna
bro.
make the money.
That's a
outside of
great point.
Just
Walter
right
Payton, Man of the
there,
Year. If
bro.
you're a Walter
Like,
Payton,
that's
Man
a
of the Year,
name
you
will
can get an endorsement easily.
easily.
Exactly.
Outside
And I
That's
think
a great point.
I think that's where players in, I will say, professional sports should look to their endorsement deals more. You got iconic players signing lifetime billion-dollar deals with these.
He's also got a
companies.
podcast that he's making money off of.
Then how do you care about
So
your NFL
that's what I'm
contract?
trying to say. Like, look at the extra pocket he can make for that stuff
Yeah.
too.
You look at
That overpaid
well, look at
defense,
this.
baby.
You look at
Yeah.
Don't
well,
get me
we're
going.
gonna switch sports real quick. you look at LeBron James. The amount of money LeBron has made in the league, he signed a $1 billion Nike deal. Kevin Durant, $1 billion Nike deal. Steph
First of
Curry,
all,
$1 billion deal.
But LeBron's still signing the maximum.
But the
like right now, what he just
correct.
did.
But
Yeah.
the maximum now is like 2 years, $80 million, which is not bad. That's still
He's
really
taking like
good.
50 something for his 1 year.
That's the option he had on
That's
his
the
last
option.
contract.
That's the reason when he first that was an option he was able to get that the Lakers let him do.
Yeah.
though. That was
because
the
they
thing
want
with
to keep
that.
they want to keep him.
Exactly.
Long
Because
story,
he owns
whatever.
20% of the
Oh.
team.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
But
Basically.
nonetheless, the
So
point
technically-
the point that I'm making is you have the opportunity to make more money. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts to an extent, maybe down the road, off your endorsements nationwide than you will while you're playing in the NFL. That's just the reality of the situation. The NFL is not a league where you get players making $500 million with an NFL contract.
Yet.
Slowly but surely.
That is
can
this
be
is not the
changed.
league for that. Yeah, you're correct. Down the road, maybe we will see that. I'm not sure what player we would be offering that to as of right now, but we'll see.
It's going to be a quarterback
It will
or
be a
an
No
quarterback.
matter
edge rusher.
what, it'll always be a
but
quarterback.
we'll see. We'll see. You know, I think it's the best way.
We're already halfway there.
Well, Patrick Mahomes got 250, so we'll figure it out. And I'm not sure who we're paying more than him right now. But you got to be a really special player to come through. Maybe Arch, but
Hell no.
Bro, don't start
Sorry
the
to
hype
say it.
again with
But
Arch.
I had to say that because that will move us on to our next
Oh
topic.
my god.
We are in. Are you having fun tweeting over there? Doing well,
Just doing some research.
Tweety Bird?
Doing some
Okay.
research.
Tweet,
I don't have a Twitter.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
How do you know that?
Because we have a Busted Coverage podcast Twitter at the three of us together.
I'm not the admin on it though.
I'm not the admin on it either.
It's on my phone, but we have
Yeah, I don't
We-
see you
we
advertising on
created
there.
it when we had it. Thank you very much. I told you to tag it on everything.
I didn't even know you had a Twitter.
Our next
An
we're gonna
X.
we're gonna X. Sorry, X. Not
An
Twitter,
X account.
First quarter update,
Sure.
0-0.
Sick.
Nice.
Chiefs versus Giants.
Nice.
Can you get me some stats on that while you're looking?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanna
Mahomes
see.
with 2 picks.
We.
Don't say that to
Oh
me
my
right now.
gosh.
I'm playing.
That would be.
Especially I'm going against you. That's already a no-no.
Going.
Russell Wilson 2 for 3, 8 yards.
Uh huh.
Tyrone Tracy 5
yards.
5 carries, 23 yards.
So that's
Cam
mainly the
Scatterbo,
offense.
2 carries, 10 yards. So they moved
So
the
it's
ball
been
pretty
rushing.
well.
It's been rushing though, not passing.
Yeah.
Mahomes has 10 yards. Yeah, they're pulling on a clinic today.
You guys are mean.
$500 million clinic
Oh.
right there.
We are.
Versus the Giants too. Oh man.
Shit.
We're gonna move this conversation back to NCAA real quick. I
Okay,
got
bet.
some teams here again, because I don't want you guys to have to do any thinking.
Sweet.
Ready?
Ready.
Bad.
We are going to look and see personally how you guys felt. So, one thing we talked about was our expectations for certain teams this year, our expectations for certain players this year, some dark horse teams we had that we were thinking about, some schedules that were a little harder, coaches maybe being on the hot seat. We had a whole bunch of stuff that we talked about a few weeks before the season started. So, I'm going to name some teams, and I want you to tell me if there's one that stands out to you. Is there a game or a player that stood out to you? What team do you think came out of nowhere and we're like, well, they're better than I thought they were? Is there a team that's worse than you thought they were? Is there a team that should just get rid of their program and shut the season down? Like, you tell me.
I wonder who you
What you are.
think feels that
I
way.
mean,
Damn.
look, there's some out there.
Damn.
I feel that way about a certain team, but they have good years, and I still feel that way, so it doesn't matter. Texas Tech, Notre Dame, A&M, Clemson, Florida State, Oklahoma, Miami, Vanderbilt, Indiana, who just put the mollywop on Illinois. But having said that, Matt,
Yo.
talk to me. Is there a team or a player that you feel has stood out to you in a good way or a bad way?
I don't want to be so hard on Bryce Underwood, but he did enough yesterday to win. But man, Michigan's defense is holding it down for them. Hold on a second. Let me pull up these stats because they were playing an unranked team. Michigan is barely ranked, by the way.
Yeah, Nebraska's really
Yeah, they
good.
just played
though.
Nebraska. They got the wannabe Mahomes at quarterback, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah, they
wannabe
do.
one.
Dylan Rioli?
Yes.
Rioli?
Dylan
But
Dylan
Raiola.
Ravioli.
Dylan
Yeah.
Raiola.
Ravioli, yeah. No, the Michigan's
the
D line
Formioli.
was causing a Dylan Ravioli, Riolu or whatever his name is.
Raiola.
Yeah, number 15.
Great numbers, but continue.
They were giving him havoc all day. He did settle down in the end, and he really brought it close. But Michigan's defense in the run game, which has always been over the past few years their identity, even when JJ was there. But Bryce Underwood has been underwhelming for the contract that he got, and I'm glad that he's not at LSU.
I will co-sign that part. I'm upset. I'd love to see him next year at LSU, but I am very happy we don't have him there.
Yeah.
But continue. Sorry.
So, on the other hand, I want to give props to basically every LSU player, but I want to say Nussmeier impressed me just yesterday, even though it was against SLU, so not really anything to brag about, but Nussmeier seemed a little jittery in his first 2 games, and he settled down and was just throwing the ball like he should. Like, they got down, right before halftime and scored. So it was
Clock
just
management.
like, there was no, oh my God, we're just playing for the field goal here. No, they played it for the touchdown. They scored, I think, was it Xavier Thomas that scored, or was it your tight end? What?
Was that
Or was it number 1?
Barryon Brown?
That might have been it.
Barryon
Yeah,
Brown,
right
maybe?
before halftime. But yeah, he settled down. He impressed me. I think he's got a couple of gimme games coming up, right?
No, we hit the Ole Miss next week,
Oh, right.
and then we
Yeah.
You know who's next?
So he needed this
you know
game
who's
to get.
next after that?
Vanderbilt.
And then you know the one after my favorite one always to watch. When do you think's a big game for that one?
Illinois Sellers. South Carolina.
Nah.
A&M.
And that's gonna be a good one if they keep up with their.
Are they playing
going
Georgia
to.
this year?
Us?
No.
Yeah.
No, we don't play Georgia.
No.
We play Georgia next year.
Oh, okay.
Next year we'll have next year's, I believe, our schedule will have Georgia, Texas,
Oh, bro, he's
Alabama.
playing Alabama. He's talking about LSU versus Alabama.
Yeah, no.
That's the last game of the year.
No, it's not. It's in like it's not
It's
late October.
It's late October.
Is it?
Continue your thought. Yeah.
No, it's in
It's off of-
November, bro. It's the
Oh,
last
November.
game.
It's off about. No, it's not. A&M's the last game.
No,
Or,
it
no,
isn't.
Oklahoma's the last game.
No, it isn't.
For LSU?
Oh, hold on. Yeah,
Bama's last
sure.
team ever
Sorry,
years.
Sorry, excuse me. You're correct.
Yeah,
It's the Iron Bowl, yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say.
That there Iron Bowl.
Iron Ball. Continue your
Yeah,
thought.
so they have a tough schedule. They got to play Vanderbilt, ranked team right now, but they won't be by the time LSU gets to them. Texas A&M, great team, but wow, LSU really does have a decent schedule.
I'm telling you, it's not.
It's diesel schedule. Outside of Florida, it's crazy.
But to answer the second part of the question, who should not be a college team this year? I'd say Florida, and Clemson's getting there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let Nick go for the rest of that because I know he has something to say.
I'm actually not going to talk about Florida. So you can
I
keep
meant
going.
Clemson.
I'm actually not talking about Clemson.
I think
either.
I know where you're going.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
who is
Are
it?
you going? Are you going the
We're
Commodores?
going down south? Yeah, we're going
So, did someone say Brick House?
Brick shit house.
The Commodores?
Yep, that's where I thought you were going.
Now, I live by a certain slogan. Vandy comes in handy. All right? Now, I'm actually going to disagree with Matt. Not only will Vanderbilt remain ranked by the time they play LSU,
I know where he's going because he loves to make bets.
Vanderbilt
bet Vandy to
will
beat
be
LSU.
ranked in the top 12 when they play LSU. Because they have Utah State this coming week, which should be a win. And I think they're going to beat Alabama again. And then they play LSU. So we'll find out from there. But Diego Pavia is a dog. And in Diego, I trust. I have seen enough from Vanderbilt to make that assumption.
Do you want to make that our next bet?
That they beat
Alabama bet?
That they beat Alabama?
Yeah.
What are we putting on it?
Just the normal
Two beers again?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of beers, I got to get that out here. Yeah, I lived in Connecticut my whole life and didn't realize that you can't buy beer past 6 o'clock on a Sunday in Connecticut. So, stupid me. There were supposed to be beers today to complete the first of two beer bets because the Patriots lost to the Steelers today, even though they should not have.
Nope.
We're not going to go there, though. But a bet is a bet. A bet is a bet. So I will have the second of my first installment done next week. And then I have 2 more beers to fulfill
And
after
do you
that.
want to do a third installment,
So,
or do you want to wait a week?
Why don't you wait a week to make sure we can get beer?
yeah, well, let's make sure I get it
she
prior to
gets
6 p.m. Eastern time.
Because otherwise we're racking up a tab.
Yeah.
And what sucks is like I found a good one. I will not say what it is. I will leave the intrigue for next week. I found a nice local lager.
Is it good? Because we don't remember.
It looked pretty good. So it had a really cool can. So yeah, because I know we did Pilsner last week out of Counterweight, the workhorse out of Cheshire. So if you guys are ever in the area, Counterweight's a good brewery. Yeah. So I'm sorry about not having beer today.
So, Vandy?
So yes, Vanderbilt. I love the way they play defense. They put the mollywhopping on South Carolina. They put the mollywhopping on them damn Hokies, who are really never good anymore, which is sad. Because Vatek used to be a great program.
Don't they enter? Are they
Enter
Sandman?
Sandman.
That's a
Yeah.
damn shame.
Entering quicksand. Fucking bums.
Bro,
But
Shame. Such a great hype up to
It's a
lose.
great stadium too.
It
they're
is.
ranked 18th right now. Is Vanderbilt?
16th, I believe.
They're up
Nope.
to they're up to 16.
18.
So they're 18.
Alabama's what, 14?
yep.
Correct.
No,
What are they right now?
It should have
17.
been.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, they
Okay,
dropped.
There you go. But yeah, so they play Utah State next week, which I think should be a win. Even though I think Utah State's not bad. But I think they're going to beat Alabama. I'd rather have Diego Pavia than, was it Ty Simpson? Is Bama's quarterback?
I mean,
I would rather have Diego Pavia.
at that
Bless
point,
you.
who knows? But yeah, it's Ty Simpson.
But yes, I'm taking Diego. I'm taking that defense. And we'll see what happens down in Death Valley.
Geez, sorry.
Because there might be a chance I take them too.
Well, I'm a
Just to piss
Just
Cam
to
off.
piss Cam off. Like, that's
Cam
literally
off.
what it is, bro.
Just to piss
They're
Cam off.
undefeated. You already know
But
who Nick's
anywho,
rooting for.
a program
Well,
that
LSU's
let me
defense
cut you
is
off real
crazy.
quick.
okay.
Before, and it might entice your bet.
Okay.
Better not steal.
The game is not in Death Valley.
Where is it?
It is at Vanderbilt. It's in Tennessee.
I might take that bet actually.
It's in Tennessee.
Because I picked Vanderbilt to win the SEC.
It's
so we'll
in
see what
Tennessee.
happens.
Wow.
It's in Tennessee.
But that because it was like a 20-something thousand. I was like, screw it.
You never know.
You never know. But so that might be Vanderbilt is a team to watch over the next 3 weeks. Let's just say that. The team that, if you want to talk about a team that should be abolished from the face of the goddamn earth,
Yeah, let's hear this.
not for the people of Pasadena, California, but I hope that there is an earthquake that strikes the Rose Bowl while the UCLA Bruins are inside it, and they just
play in the
drift
Rose
off
Bowl?
into the Pacific
play
goddamn ocean.
Really?
The UCLA Bruins are fuck all terrible. They already fired their coach, Deshaun Foster. Nico Imaliva might leave again.
One more game to decide.
Might leave.
Shit, might leave again.
Should leave it.
They are playing Northwestern this weekend on the road. By the way, Northwestern is not even playing at their actual stadium because they're building a new one, which is right by a lake, by the way. So if they lose Saturday to Northwestern, they should be drowned in the lake, never to be seen again until next year. And yes, that includes Nico. I'm just kidding. I don't want to see you guys drown. Drowning is a horrible thing.
Well, you said that they're going to come back next year like Jesus.
Well, fun fact. Just so
They
you
better
guys
hope they
know,
can fucking walk on water because clearly they can't run on grass or turf. It's getting bums.
Northwestern is favored in that game.
They should be favored.
They
No,
are
UCLA
favored to
sucks booty hole.
They're favored to win. That's
The
why.
fuck, dude? Yeah, UCLA sucks ass, bro. Don't ever pick UCLA. They could play a D2 squad. They'll still lose. I don't care. I'm sorry. Wait till later in the show.
No, I think we've seen later in the show. We're kind of excited for it.
I have something for later in
Will.
the show for you.
Oh, God.
Will, you watch
Just
college
set the
football
mood.
like we all do.
Mm-hmm.
You watch. I don't know if you're a sun up and sun down on Saturday like I try to be, but is there a team or a player out there that you feel,
A team that you
Overachieved?
didn't even mention.
or a few teams that we haven't talked about?
Yeah, a team you haven't even mentioned. Well, you didn't mention on that
Give me
list.
one.
That was pretty shocking about.
Don't even say LSU because we talk about them every
It's
week. so
not
I'm trying not
LSU. It's actually Georgia Tech out of the ACC right now. Reason why I say Georgia Tech is exactly what's going on in the ACC right now, especially how Clemson has been going. They're pretty surprised. They're ranked 16th. They just won as well. They're undefeated. And looking at their schedule, what I just saw, man, in my opinion, they could stay. If they keep playing how they're playing, they're a threat to be in the ACC championship. And then, in my opinion, if they win, if they make it and they do it, can be a
playoffs.
potential playoff team, man. So like that's my biggest thing I've definitely seen that is like a shocking to me that
Georgia
I've
Tech
seen.
beat Georgia, right?
No,
No,
they
they
beat
beat
Clemson.
Clemson.
They just beat Temple.
Oh,
They're
right,
beating
yeah,
like
yeah.
these, but they're winning. It gets very good. These like they're playing very
They're playing
good.
better.
Very, very good. And for a team like that, for a program like that, it's definitely nice and exciting. Because I don't remember the last time I've ever seen Georgia Tech football. Like to me, when I mention Georgia Tech football, only one player in my mind stood out, only from that place mainly. It's Calvin Johnson.
Do they still
So,
run a
like,
triple option?
Not a
Not
little
as-
bit. They're a little
not
bit,
as
but they're
much?
They're more a
changing. That's
spread
what I'm
team now.
saying. It's a lot of changes that I'm seeing in the program, how they're doing stuff like that. And I'm liking this. Of course, Clemson was a big win for them, but as you all could tell, what's been going
Yeah, they just
Clemson.
lost to
But
Syracuse.
like I said, they're scheduling right now. They got Wake Forest. You're just talking about Virginia Tech right now. They ain't playing well. They ain't good. That's a win right there, probably for them. Duke. And a big game, in my opinion, their key game is going to be the Syracuse, then NC State, which is the one that you say you definitely like about Boston
do like NC
College,
State, yeah.
Pittsburgh, and then their one game, man, out of their conference is going to be Georgia.
They close
Their
the year
last
out with
game
Georgia.
Georgia.
I was going to say, I knew they
Really?
played Georgia.
So like,
They almost beat them last year.
so like this, they're doing very good. It's very exciting. I'm really hoping, and like I said, it'd be a big change. It'd be something new, definitely to see in the ACC, seeing a team like that going like that. And then for disappointment, oh, I see it right
That's a
there.
cat.
That's a cat.
Well,
That's my
it was-
cat. Oh,
That's a
that
cat.
was a skunk.
What I
too.
well, the
Oh, it
most
better not
the
be.
team, this team, I'm not
Can't
like
get
saying like
sprayed
the
up.
program
Pew.
should be shut down, but
It's free will.
they really need to start making changes, man. Like
Who?
college, the team I'm thinking of is like one that, of course, you guys didn't want to talk about me. Is Clemson, man. Like Clemson right now, man. Dabo, man. Like he has his tradition, he has his ways. He's won. He's like, of course, he's a great coach, but a lot like college football is changing, and he's not transitioning into how especially with these NI deals, these people like you said on transfer portals. He doesn't do that. He's not. He feels like he shouldn't. That's not how the way it should go. Which okay, it's a great. He doesn't. He like you said, his transition, his way. To me, if he keeps this up and not following how college football is changing, it's just going to be more and more difficult because look at all these opportunities now. Look at what these teams now have an option to do, growing all this money now to be used, all this stuff.
They don't look like
recruiting.
they're pulling receivers into Clemson like they
And
used
like
to
that's
either.
what I'm saying. Dabo's transitioning. He's doing what he's doing. And bro, he's a national two-time that championship coach. Like, he a guy. He wins. They're still winning, but right now, how this season's looking like and how it can keep going. One of the biggest things I'm disappointed with, I'm definitely hoping with him is like he definitely could think about how much college football is changing. That he needs to pretty much keep up with how college football is. Go ahead.
Sorry, unrelated. We have a score update. Chiefs lead 3-0. Near
I have Buckner. Give me some points. That's there.
near the end of the first quarter.
If you look at the, thank you. If you look
Gotcha.
at the Georgia Tech schedule, I don't know if you'll pull it up.
I can pull it up. Yeah.
I
But
got it.
you don't have to. It's just throwing it out there for yourself. It is the equivalent of the SMU schedule last year when they made the tournament.
Playoff. Yep.
And we looked at their schedule and said, "Who the f did you play?"
And you see what I mean?
So if you look at Georgia Tech's schedule, they had being that they beat Clemson,
Right.
and they can't help the fact that they play Georgia at the end of the year, which they will most likely lose because obviously it's in Georgia. Although I do think the game is at Georgia Tech,
It
which
is.
is always
It's a home
It's in
nice.
Atlanta. Yeah.
But they usually, well, they might if their team stays ranked. They should have it. They might have more fans this year. But if they can win that game, you won a conference where your best win is out of conference. You played one ranked team in conference. You don't play Florida State. You don't play Miami. You lucked out. You're gonna have to play either one possibly in the ACC championship, but not both. You have an opportunity to do what SMU did last year, or if you can keep the game close and you win out the rest of the year, you have an opportunity to be one of the top
Top seed. If that's
top,
if they win the ACC.
non-conference champions in your bracket in the league, because we did expand the field this year. So they have a very interesting schedule. What are you going to say?
No, I'm just going off your point. Right now, if the season ended today, it would be Georgia Tech playing Miami.
Yep.
Florida State and Louisville are also undefeated
Yep.
in conference and overall.
And if I'm correct, I have the schedule here. I do not believe
Who don't play
Georgia
both
Tech
of them.
plays.
They don't play
one of
either
them.
one.
No.
So-
They don't play Louisville either, I don't
Nope.
think.
No.
Both of them,
So
yeah.
when you look
So-
at the Georgia Tech schedule and you
So they should make it by attrition.
exactly.
Yeah.
See?
Exactly. Unless, and I will say this, that you guys brought this point up earlier, unless NC State ends up being this team to watch.
They did lose to Duke, though, this week.
You see?
Okay, so never mind. But unless they end up being this team to watch going forward, they don't have a ranked team till they play Georgia.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
And sadly, traditionally, you've lost that game. You've played better over the years, but Georgia will be playing for their playoff potential life.
Or it could be a win for them
If
to
they
make it in
don't
the
win
SEC
the
championship.
if they
SEC.
don't win the
They
SEC
will.
championship, they
Right.
will be or aren't the top
yeah.
two seed. They'll be playing for their playoff life. Because if you don't go to the SEC championship
You got
and you lose that game, you probably will not be in the playoffs.
Yep.
Sorry.
Correct.
I got some teams we're going to talk about real quick. A team that I feel is underachieving, who I feel should end their program, but that's just my personal opinion because I hate this team,
I know who it is.
is Notre Dame.
Yep.
In their program.
He hates them.
I am not a Notre Dame fan. And for all those people saying, well, now you have their coach, I was not part of that hire. 'Cause I love Brian Kelly, but I would not have done it. I wanted Lincoln Riley, if we're going to be honest. But, or Tom Herman. But, to me, their season is slipping away. We make a big deal about them not being in a conference, having the rules changed so they can make the bids automatically. And A&M went into your place and stole a victory. And looked pretty damn good doing it.
Yep.
And your losses to me, I look at your... And before we even say that, your players are underachieving. Is it what's his name? Loves?
Yeah, Jordan.
Jordan
not
Loves?
Jordan Love.
Jeremiah
Jeremiah
Love,
Love?
the running back.
Yep.
Where were you the first 3 quarters of the game? against Texas A&M.
I'm not sure.
Where were you when your team needed you? Where the coach? What plays are you calling up? Why are you doing your substitution patterns the way you're doing them? You are 1-2, but it could easily be 3-0, if not 2-1.
One more loss, and that's it.
I honestly think they are done and will not make the playoffs with the 2 losses they have. Because if we look at it this way, A&M has a gauntlet schedule. But if they went out with 2 losses, let's say, the rest of the year, you're not going to put Notre Dame over them because they just beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame. We got teams in the Big Ten. You're going to have to find a way to put Oregon in there, well, despite Oregon, Penn State, and Ohio State in some particular order.
And Indiana now.
And Indiana
That's
is
one
knocking
team I'm
on the
shocked we
door.
haven't mentioned it again.
You
They're
know,
a playoff team.
We can make fun of Texas all we want, but if they pull off some victories,
They're still going to be top
they're going to be
12.
there. Then there's Georgia, Tennessee, played phenomenal. You know, I don't think the Big 12 has too many teams now, so maybe you can get away with it there. But even then, we don't know.
One spot goes to the conference winner.
No matter
Automatically.
what.
Here's one for you. If Georgia Tech wins out, what do you do with Florida State and Miami? They got to make it. They've been playing phenomenal. So I think Notre Dame's in a position now where they have to look at it and say, we let opportunities get away. They need to win out. And even if they don't win out, I'm not sure they make it.
So going off that point, I did pull up their schedule. They are at Arkansas on Saturday.
SEC always
That's a
always
tough
a
one.
tough one.
Then they
Little
play
Rock.
Boise State at home. North Carolina State at home. Then they play USC.
That's huge.
That's October 18th.
Where is that game?
South Bend.
There
Okay.
you go.
So it's a home game. Then they have a bye. November 1st at Boston College.
Nope.
November 8th, Navy at home.
Nope.
And I think they're going to lose this game. November 15th at Pitt.
Is it
I think they're going to lose that game.
Yeah.
Then they play Syracuse.
I already know Syracuse.
And
how
then
to
they
win
end
it.
the year at Stanford, who also stinks.
Yeah. So
Well, to your point,
they got to win out.
they pretty much got to
You
win
know,
out.
that USC game is huge. That's their
Yep.
playoff life.
Oh, yeah.
So those are teams that I thought that I wanted to keep an eye on. Again, I'm not a Notre Dame fan, so I particularly would not care if they got rid of their program. Just because we're saying it that way. Real quick, a team that stood out to me that shocked me. I didn't even know they were 3-0 until I was watching and they won yesterday. Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Not only did they win, they're ranked high. I picked Utah to win that game. They went into Utah and won. Congratulations to them. Big 12 is not a very great conference right now, so they will be a team to be reckoned with. They may be the creme de la creme right now in the Big 12. So,
Speaking
that
of
is the team.
Texas Tech, I was doing a little just researching for the draft in April. Whoa, UFO! Just kidding. It's an airplane. Yo.
We're near Danbury Airport, people.
It's true. ET
It's not even a
phone home.
Danbury Airport plane.
It's probably a Waterbury, Oxford.
Waterbury, Oxford, Danbury, one of the airports. Yeah.
Anyway, I was doing a little, research for the draft coming up in April. Texas Tech has 2 defensive players that Pro Football Focus is currently ranking in like the top 5 in their respective positions.
Yeah.
They have a linebacker and a D tackle that are ranked really, really high.
What's the linebacker
Like,
called? I think what's his name?
they're both graded over 90 right now.
I think he's number 10 for Texas Tech. I think I know what linebacker you're talking about. Crazy part is, only reason why I know that is playing NCAA.
They have
That's
2
good for them.
very, very
That's the one
good
thing I wanna know.
defensive
I think
players.
it's Blake. I got his name.
So not shocked that they're ranked because their defense has been balling out.
Yeah, there's some teams out there, and I think, especially college. I like college better than the NFL to an extent when it comes to
Shall I look this up
teams
right
coming
now?
out of nowhere to beat people because there's opportunities that you have. You know, A&M was a team that did not get the hype that some of the other SEC teams got this year, and they went into Notre Dame, probably the most famous college school in the world, and beat them, which to me was awesome.
Remember, they just got out and they were just in the national championship, but that's a huge, big win.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
So
that's a huge momentum.
their linebacker Jacob Rodriguez
It's him,
Yep.
number 10.
is ranked number
knew
1
it.
by Pro Football Focus
my
at
guy.
linebacker.
Yep.
God, I can't believe I remember him
Defensive
because
tackle
he was playing college
Skylar Gill Howard is ranked number 6th at
One of them-
interior D line.
One was the transfer, I believe.
football.
And then
Jacob's been there, so it has
one
to
of
be the
them's a
D lineman.
their edge rusher Romello Height is
Yeah.
also ranked 6th at edge rusher.
Yeah.
in the entire country,
And they looked
all
it,
on the same defense.
and they looked it when they were playing,
And that guy's definitely ready for the NFL.
which was
that
awesome. So
running back.
I personally am a fan of college. I'm excited every week when we do this, and those are our topics for this week, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed them. But we're gonna move on to some of our favorite parts of.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
this.
Will's, this is
This is Will. So Will,
you're new to this, man.
I'm
You
gonna
get to
tell you
sit
right now,
back
you
and
can sit
relax
here,
and be
relax.
entertained.
and just shake your head because it's usually what I do too when this happens.
Let's see this.
We're gonna get on to Baywood's bets, Nick's rants, Cam's jam of the week. I got a trivia question backed by popular demand. I don't know if I want to start with the. We'll start with the bets. Baywood,
we
make
got
some
our-
people some money. And how have you done these past few weeks, by the way?
Well,
I mean, I know
honestly,
we know Nick owes you beer, but like
I was gonna say the not only have I bet with Nick, but I also doubled down on it, bet on my own, and then also bet another Patriots fan that me and Will are mutually friends with for $20, and won that. So this plane just seems like a circle.
Whoa, that's a bigger UFO. That actually looks like
flying around here?
that looks like Luke Skywalker's.
We just the Quinjet from the Avengers movies just flew over our. So then I have an outstanding one tomorrow because I picked Baltimore over Detroit, and I also see that Detroit plays the Browns the next week, and I want to make this a little riskier than normal, the normal 50-50 chance. And the Browns defense could potentially carry them to victory. So I'm going to double down on Lions losing the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
Double down on it.
Damn, we really think the Lions are good.
The Lions are my dark horse to miss the playoffs.
Why?
New offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, a lot of injuries from last year recovering, and Jared Goff did show something last week when he threw 5 touchdowns. Really did impress me, but he's a big-time system quarterback that you have to practically tell him where to throw it, and he can't read the field more than Coco or Brian can read the field from our flag football team.
Fair.
So,
Who we will not be asking.
and he
to
has
join the
plenty of
podcast.
weapons with Amon-Ra and Jameson
you better
Williams.
have a bad week tomorrow.
Yeah,
Bad week, bad game.
So I think
Why
There-
would-
I don't
Why would
think-
you say that?
I don't
'cause
think
of you.
I don't think their defense is good enough. I don't think their defense is good enough to get them through against the Ravens. And I also don't think that their offensive line is good enough to hold up against Myles Garrett and that D line because their Detroit's D line. Cleveland's D line is actually incredible.
Yeah.
They're great at stopping the run, and they're great at sacking the quarterback.
There's a huge upset today too.
Yeah. So I'm riding high with Flacco.
Everyone was
Green Bay to 10
ranting.
points.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
contenders, right? Packers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, who thought that?
That switched
huh?
2 seconds, right?
And they
One game.
and the Packers smoked the Lions,
it
and I didn't
wasn't-
even
it
take that
wasn't
into
even
account.
Their defense that was the issue. It was
Yeah.
how the offense looked, man.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the crazy part.
So what do you think people should put their money on next week?
I'm gonna say responsibly. Don't go putting the house on it, but I would say responsibly. Cut what you would and just take 10% of that. So if you're gonna bet 100, put $10 on the Browns winning against the Lions.
Wow.
Okay.
2 in a row for the Browns, huh?
Okay. Wow.
Well, yeah, I would say. I think so.
Not sure what $10 down will give you, but
No, I mean they're gonna be enormous underdogs. I think they only have like a 20% chance to win.
maybe we'll all put $10 down on it.
So $10 if
$10, you
they're
never know.
plus
10 bucks,
400 is what,
100,
40
that'd be
bucks?
fine.
40-ish bucks. So yeah, you could
That's a tab at the
potentially
bar.
get a $50 payout from
That's,
that.
yeah,
It's a bar tab.
that is a bar tab.
Okay. You heard it here first. $10. Lions to lose to the Browns. I almost don't even want to ask because every week it just curdles my skin. But Nick,
Why would it curdle your skin?
because I never know what you're gonna say,
But
and
that's
it all
But
it is
that's-
all
but
it,
that's
it is
why.
always entertaining and always enlightening. I will say enlightening is the better word. What grinds your gears this week?
Cam. I hope you're ready.
I hope it's not the Connecticut Sun again.
No, it is not.
Okay,
I bagged on them enough.
Hold on, this is Nick's rant.
This
Yes.
is Nick's rant.
Drop this in there for special effect.
Is that the color flame?
I think it is.
Drop in there.
We'll see if
Is that the surprise?
It
Or
was.
what's
I just found it in my house and figured I'd throw it in there and see if it actually works or not. See if it
Didn't
sets
look
the
like it.
mood for your rant.
Okay.
It takes a minute, Will. Goddamn.
Continue the rant.
So
Let's see.
anywho, as the
It's burning
fire
blue in there right now.
so as you guys can see, these burning flames are changing colors.
Not really.
Much
Not
like
yet on the camera.
not yet, but they will. Hopefully. And I'll tell you what, I will change my rant mid-rant to talk about these flames if it doesn't work. Oh, as you can see, Baywood practices witchcraft and apothecary. Now, something really, really irritated me this week in the NBA. We're going a very different direction than normally. I don't passionately watch the NBA as much as I watch the NFL. However, I am a New York Knicks fan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we know, over the last few years, New York has not necessarily been a free agent destination. Even though it's the biggest market, blah, blah, blah. So much, in fact, that apparently it's not even good enough for Ben Simmons to come to the Knicks for one season.
He prefers retirement.
This is the same guy that was afraid to dunk on Trae Young in the playoffs.
I mean, I don't think he's afraid to play for New York. He was on the Knicks.
This fucking guy, who is 6'10", doesn't think that New York is a destination for his services. What services would those that be, you ask? Oh, I don't know. Where did he play last season?
The Clippers.
What did he do last season?
Bench
Wait,
Is that
did he get
rhetorical
traded?
or
Did he
did-
get traded mid-season? Or was
No,
he
no,
full
I'm
season with
actually
the Clippers?
asking.
He was a bench
Oh.
warmer. He
Yeah,
bench.
just look
He
it
didn't
up.
play anything.
No, I thought he played for the Nets and then switched.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
he was in the
Yeah.
Nets. And
He
the
got
Knicks,
bought
but
out of his
then-
contract and then went to the
Exactly.
Clippers.
And he was a bench warmer for
And
the
how
Clippers.
much of a contributor was he in the playoffs?
Nothing. Didn't
No,
play.
he wasn't.
And now you're telling me that he gets to go back to New York City and the Knicks aren't good enough to have him? When the Knicks went farther than the Clippers? Meanwhile, Kawhi Leonard is, whatever.
That scandal you want to
This-
start talking about,
uh,
taking money? Getting paid outside the... Oh, man.
Of all the people, we're talking about Ben Simmons. We're talking about a dude who literally can't shoot.
Literally can't shoot. Like, it's not even the one player in the NBA that can't shoot, and he's a point guard.
Don't even call him a point guard,
That's
bro.
what he plays. That's
Like-
his position.
I know. That's the crazy part.
If he wasn't a good defensive player, he would be basically the modern day Kwame Brown.
He's average at defense now.
And yet, when you're given an offer
He declined.
because it's the Knicks, apparently you don't want to come. You should be thankful that the Knicks want to bring you in. You should be. First of all, I don't even know how the Clippers even considered bringing you in after you were bought out. I don't know how much you got paid. Probably less than the veteran minimum. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna get me bounds too,
No, no, no.
like Angel Reese?
Good comparison.
Every week she catches
Every week.
strays.
I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. I don't get where Ben Simmons, who, by the way, last time I checked, has the same amount of championships as I do, where he comes across thinking that he's hot shit in a summer day. I was floored. I was astonished because you would expect someone like, Luka, Jokic, to say, I'm not coming here. Giannis. They've done something.
KD did it.
Giannis also.
Durant is also, it's Kevin Durant. We know what he's done. Kevin Durant can shoot the basketball.
Lights out too.
These guys are winners. These guys are champions. Okay, you know what? Fine. But Ben Simmons? Who the fuck are you? You honestly, he would get mistaken for a D3 player now.
I mean, the D3 team did really good in the basketball tournament, the TMT. So
Yeah.
TBT.
Ben Simmons is going to end up in the Big Three, on the bench of the Big Three. That's where he will be in.
You need to shoot
3 years'
for that.
time.
I don't think Kevin would be able to do that, man.
He will be in the Big Three, and guess what? He's not going to be a contributor there either because he still can't shoot.
Because he can't shoot. And then the
So,
one thing he's good at,
Ben
he's
Simmons,
decreasing.
fuck you. Go fuck your mama.
Oh my.
Take your left-handed, no
Damn.
shooting ass to the Big Three. Go suck Ice Cube's dick for a contract. You're not, like, I'm glad you're not a Knick. Because guess what? The Knicks will actually smell worse than yo stank ass. End of story.
You know what? I will say this, that I would not expect any New Yorker to say any less than he did. So I
Fuck
really can't
Ben
even
Simmons.
Every New
can't
Yorker
even be
will
shocked
agree
by
with
that.
that.
I'm quite sure every New Yorker in the
Everyone
Hard
will
City.
This
agree
dude
with
is a righty who practiced being a lefty.
Oh.
I bet you his handwriting's terrible. Probably writes with his feet.
Probably not a legible contract signing.
Oh my
Yeah, and then he'll say he's ambidextrous.
Can't even make a layup.
He's an amputee.
So
I had the pleasure of watching him play. I
The
took
pleasure of watching him play.
Don't say pleasure.
Well-
Was it a pleasure?
I played against the Knicks. It was Nets versus Knicks. It was November of last year. In the Knicks home in Madison Square Garden.
I've never heard of a player miss more time for a lower back.
And I said
Ben
I
Simmons.
took
Fucking weirdo.
I forget what Monica and I bet something together, and it was just like, oh, Ben Simmons isn't even going to shoot the ball 5 times.
And he didn't probably.
He didn't. He
Those
didn't.
are stats I forgot.
You know, if it weren't for Paul George hitting the backboard in the bubble, the side of the backboard, you know,
Yeah.
Ben Simmons would actually be the worst shooter I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, you'll always remember that shot.
And look, and you know, LaMelo used to shoot like this.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
still
He used to
made
do
it.
the volleyball shot.
He still does that
He
from
still
deep.
does it occasionally.
I was like, at least LaMelo's got talent, bro. Like, Ben Simmons was a wasted talent who got scared of the bright lights and apparently is afraid of people 5'10" with a receding hairline. And now you got the gall to say that you're not coming to the Knicks. Motherfucker, you're going to be out of a job.
This is every New York City podcast.
I hope he knows how to read.
Every single one of them. So I can't even feel bad about what he's saying.
Fucking dick.
Not even. This is. If you go into New York City and you go into those inner cities, and this is the barbershop conversation they're having. This is the wordage they're
Fucking
using.
Ben
So I'm not
Simmons.
even mad about it.
Fucking douchebag.
Because everybody knows that I'm a Knicks fan. We're gonna change the subject. Trivia question. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, let me put my phone down. Sorry.
Yeah. No cheating, Will.
No
I see
cheating.
I see you looking.
No cheating. So, my question is this. It's twofold. Can you tell me who the only person in the WNBA it's to win Rookie of the Year and the MVP in the same season?
She was on that dynasty team, wasn't she? She was on that
I
dynasty
think
team.
I know who it is.
I forgot her name. Oh my god. I know. I don't know her
You can
name,
say it.
but she's on that dynasty
Candace
team.
Parker.
Oh wow! I forgot about Kansas. You're right. But did she win? She won Rookie of the Year and MVP, right? That's what you're talking about.
Same
yes,
season.
the Sparks. Yep, Candace Parker. I agree with him. I remember that.
I don't know.
I remember that.
Is it
You're right.
Candace?
On the Sparks.
It is Candace Parker.
I knew it.
Woo!
It is Candace
You
Parker.
reminded me. I was like, wait. Once you
Yeah,
said Candace
baby.
Parker, I was like, wait. I
Yes.
remember she did do that.
It is, by the way. She had her jersey number retired, I believe.
Yep.
The Sky retired her jersey number.
don't
And she
know.
had her Lakers jersey number or
Sparks.
Sparks jersey number.
She's the
retired.
only player
She
with
should.
multiple teams, right?
Yes, right now she should.
Hmm?
They
That
should
should've
both
been
retire.
Is that the second part of the question? Or you have another question?
No, the second part is: do you know who the NBA players are that have done it? Two
How
have
many
done
are
it.
there?
Two.
Rookie of the Year and MVP.
Rookie of the Year and MVP.
Derrick Rose.
I feel like one's really old.
They're both old.
Okay, all right. That's.
There's your only clue. They're both old.
Wilt.
Is that your guess, or like we just throwing names out?
I mean, that was my guess because he destroyed the league back then. But
Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season.
don't even know if they had those awards back then, though. It's more recent than Wilt, or they had them back then?
No, they had those awards. Those Rookie of the Year and MVP were basic awards.
I knew they had MVP. I just didn't know about Rookie of the Year back then.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No. I'll tell you this. That was right. It is Wilt Chamberlain.
One is Wilt.
One is Wilt. I'm not sure you'll know the other person.
Jerry West.
It is not Jerry West.
He's even older.
Yeah, he is.
That's
Pistol
George.
Pete.
Oh, Pete Maravich? No.
Ah, damn it.
It is Wes Unseld.
Never would have guessed
Yeah,
that.
I would not have
I
got
know.
That's
so
Untuck from Washington, bro.
Yep.
Oh my
So I was
God,
glad
that is
you guys
old.
got the Wilt one.
Yeah.
That is old.
You
Oh
got
my
the Candace
God.
Parker one pretty good, quick too. I was very, very happy about that. She did win that year.
I was shocked about nobody from that team. I was talking about that dynasty time when that team
Oh,
they won.
Cheryl Swoops
yeah,
and
she didn't win. I
That's who you were
forgot.
trying to say was Cheryl.
yeah, Cheryl
Yeah.
Swoops, yeah, and Cynthia Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper was the beast, but Cheryl I think was out because she was pregnant. her
Yeah,
first
she was.
year.
Yeah,
I
I will say
remember.
this much though, honestly, when it comes to women's sports, your ability to have a kid and then go out and kick ass after it is just.
For the career she had, that
It
team in
is,
general
it is
was
amazing.
Ooh,
amazing.
that's actually a good point. Does
It is amazing to me.
the ability to have a kid mid-season and or just randomly pop out pregnant during the season, does that influence their contracts?
Well, you
It kinda
you
d-
can't do it
yeah,
mid-season
yeah.
because you're
She technically was out.
not playing.
Yeah, they didn't technically.
But they could be. What? Hold on. What?
You're not playing while you're pregnant.
You can briefly.
no.
No.
Oh,
they-
yeah.
Once
Yes.
you find out, they won't let
They
you.
won't. They
Really?
don't,
That's
no.
too
'Cause
risky,
you
bro.
get hit the wrong
Oh
way.
my God.
I'm
Like,
saying like
you
before
usually-
like the first like month
Well,
or
of course,
two.
if you don't know you're pregnant, you're
If you don't
playing.
know,
it's
No,
not
but I'm
bad.
saying does
Yeah.
that ability impact their contracts?
Yeah,
Yeah, big time, bro.
Yeah.
You're not supposed. That's
You're
one of
not
the
playing.
biggest things.
you're on a
So play on the court, not in the bedroom.
Pretty much, that's literally what happens if they do that.
I forget what they were saying. 'Cause
It
who-
does affect their
who was talking
contract.
about
I'm
it?
positive.
A
I
lot of
know.
them were talking about it that. Well, first of all, you weren't making a lot of money anyway, but there was no well, there is no maternity leave, so you don't.
You
get
had the whole
paid.
off season.
Well, even during the season, you don't get paid
Yeah,
for it. You're basically, I believe, cut, or you're
Damn.
put on a waiver.
You probably got like an exemption list.
Yeah, so you're not even being paid, I believe, for that year.
Injured reserve.
So
Yeah, they get
That's
fully,
why a lot of them-
basketball
so
related
they get
injury.
fully paid maternity leave and other
Now.
benefits
Now.
negotiated.
now,
No,
It was
that came
negotiated
no in
in,
2020 that was started.
yeah.
that
So
did
before that,
But around her time
Yeah.
that he's saying around that time,
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah,
about no,
Yeah.
they did not.
no, and
Well, I
that's the hard
think at
part.
that time they were all over the country playing basketball. Then.
Is this the same shit?
Looks
Looping
like it,
around?
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, it's like World War III or something, man.
At that time,
That's a
time
fighter
with
jet,
her,
bro.
Bro, do you know how many leagues? You know how many countries they had to go around and play in leagues and basketball leagues to make money? And they had regular job all the
Will just got attacked by the largest.
way. Literally.
So those were our questions. Those were our jams of the week.
You did a jam?
Next
didn't
way,
do
I
jams.
didn't do jams. You're right. Sorry, my
Yeah.
fault. I got some jams of the week right now. We're gonna stick to football. For those of you who don't know, Sunday, Michael Parsons goes back to Dallas.
Ooh,
The Packers play the Cowboys.
yeah, next Sunday.
That is my game of the week. On the college level, we have some college games. I wrote them down. I was going real quick. Oregon is playing Penn State. That's their whiteout game.
No.
Right.
So you want to see a great atmosphere, tune into that one. And then we have Bama, Georgia. Now, Bama's not the same team that they've been, but the winner usually goes to the SEC championship. So
No matter what, always in that
we
division.
will see how that pans out. Those are my 3 games that I'm saying to watch. Oh, and as always, we are in the home stretch of the Major League Baseball season. 10 or so games left to go. Wild cards are still up. Tune in. I'm not going to say any particular because, well, I'm sure the games this week will not be as great as the ones the week after where those will be make or break. So we'll tune that into next week. But that's it for me, guys. Anything you want to touch on before we say goodbye?
Ooh, I think we're running high on time.
No, man, I'm pretty good.
You know what? Will's here though. Will, thank you for joining us.
Of
Yes.
course, thank you guys
More
for
than welcome
letting me
back.
have, man.
It was a lot of fun.
Appreciate it.
But
Definitely be doing more of this more often with you guys.
yeah.
Always a good time to
And
hang out with the
we'll
boys.
actually tell you the topics beforehand.
I mean, I did think I did it pretty good.
Yeah. You watch enough sports, you have
Exactly.
ESPN
I'm
on
not
all
that
day.
worried. I'm not that worried, man. Like it's what I love. It's sports. Anything I do, that's my favorite thing to talk about.
True.
Other than fitness.
Yeah, we're not talking about fitness. No.
We want to talk about fitness. Brock
We ain't
Lesnar's
talking about
fitness
that
with all
here.
those roids that he has.
But we are going to call tonight, and
Pepsi,
from all of us here
please sponsor us.
in Bethel, Connecticut. Oh, sorry, Newtown, Connecticut.
Yeah, not that.
Good night.